welcome to the very first episode of With Nyasha Michelle. Guys, I am so excited because I have a season full of so much exciting content for you, and I get to sit with some of the most incredible people that I have met throughout my journey of life. And you know, I had to start with someone very, very, very special. It can only be my one and only little sister, Natalie Okri. Ooh! I had to give you a little ooh. Did I make you feel special?
So special.
Yeah, very special. Great. So I've done a good job. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. This is exciting.
It's very exciting to have you here.
Yes.
Hey, with this, your bangles.
Is it too noisy for
Sister,
you?
you are the singer, not the bangly person.
Yeah,
right.
we have to represent now.
Okay, no. You are representing. You are so special. You already know this. That I was like, you know what? Who is it that I have to have on my podcast? And not only that, you are the first guest. How does it feel to be the first guest on my show?
Well, you know, privilege is not even a word. I mean, it's my big sis. Like, it's an honor. My big famous sis, my sister that has been traveling the world constantly. Hey.
And I didn't pay her to say that.
I mean, whilst you're traveling, since she left me, I decided I also travel as well now.
And you have done a lot of
Yes.
that. You have done. But let's just first reel it back in a little bit because, of course, you're talking to me here. People now definitely know that we are sisters. But you also are an incredibly talented person within your own right. Before we get into what talent you have, if somebody doesn't know, firstly, tell me, what is a defining moment that sets you on the path that you are on today?
Oh, yeah. If you don't know, then you better get to know. I mean,
Tell them, sis. Tell 'em.
Humbly. So, a defining moment is when I was on Britain's Got Talent.
Ooh.
And I was 10 years old. I went on Britain's Got Talent. I was third place against Susan Boyle in Diversity. And yeah, my video is 7th most watched with 129 million views.
Come on.
I'm over it now, but people bring it up so much. So it's like, it feels kind of stuck to me. But it is a part of me. But yeah, that was a very, very defining moment of my life. And that's where it all kind of started, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember it's so weird when you talk to somebody who they have gone through something, but like you were there.
Yeah.
You know, it's so odd. Like I was there. I remember the first time, I mean, a couple times, of course, you went with mom. And then when you got to when you sang Alicia Keys, you were with mom. And then I think like the second time I came, because I was at uni, so I couldn't be there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you went to the semifinals. But we got to take it back a little bit because you were 10. And now talk to me like I'm just interviewing you, not like I'm your sister. So I don't know
Okay.
nothing about you. Talk to our audiences, right?
Yes.
When did you know that music was your thing and you could sing and you wanted to do this? Did you not feel scared to go onto Britain's Got Talent as well?
Okay, so I remember when mom used to take me, I think it was like, I don't know where she used to take me, but she used to take me somewhere on the underground. And I always used to be on the train just singing.
Yeah.
Like singing, on the bus, singing. These were the days when mum didn't have her car, because she had her car for a bit, then she didn't have a car. So we were taking public transport, because you know mum used to drive us everywhere. So there's a moment where we were taking public transport, and whenever we were on public transport, I would just be her walking radio. And, and people be like, wow, is that your daughter? And she'd be like, yes. And they'd be like, oh, you need to put her on Britain's Got Talent or take her to a school of music because she's amazing. And she was just like, oh, thank you. And like, she didn't really do much about it. Then I took action and I was like, oh, you know, I want to go on Britain's Got Talent because I saw Connie Talbot on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when she
yeah.
sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow? And I saw that and I was like, wow, I'm going to do that. And then I just did it.
And Connie was a little girl when she
was
did it,
like
right?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no, she was like 4. No, she was like 6 or 7. Yeah, she was 6 or 7. And I was like 9 when I saw it. And I was like, what? If she can do that, I can do that too. And then I signed up. And I think I'm the first little black girl that's been on Britain's Got Talent, you know.
What?
Because I was on the second season. And the first season, I didn't see any little black girls.
Wait,
She was
hold
the
on, hold
first
on, hold on.
girl.
So you were on the second season of Britain's Got Talent?
I think it's
I didn't
season...
realize it was the second season.
No,
Like it was
second episode. Yeah, second season. And I was second season or third season.
Okay.
Because it was early. They didn't even have Golden Buzzer.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. But then
Yeah.
for it to have been at such a early stage of Britain's Got Talent and it had such a massive like impact, you were in a season with lots of really, really talented people.
Oh, yeah, my season was top. Diversity,
Yeah.
Susan Boyle, Aidan Davis, Holly Steele. Oh my gosh. There's even another, I think Flawless were in that one as well, right?
Really?
Or were they the year before? Can't remember.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, that.
So you did not feel scared to go onto the stage with all them people?
I mean, I wasn't scared, but I was more like, how do I explain it? I was more like, what's this called?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because remember, I always used to do this. I'll walk around like this, like.
You know
I
what
don't
I
know
always
why.
remember, like, is, and I think a lot of people probably thought this was like really cute when you got all the yeses and then you like went like that and then you ran to mum. That was like super cute. Who did your hair when you went there?
Was it you?
Of course. How can you ask?
No, because I remember going to the salon and they relaxed my hair. No, they texturized
I was
it.
at uni, so maybe it might have been not me, but however, listen. Anytime you see my sister with good hair, maybe not now because she's older.
You used to do
But
all
I
my
used to do-
braids,
yeah, I
you used to do
used
my
to do
half braids and
everything.
slick up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
I was,
hairstyle.
I was a G.
But yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. You used to throw it down.
So now, if we move forward, okay, wait, actually, no. I want to ask just one more question about Britain's Got Talent. You sang a particular song, which I think is one of the reasons why people really loved like your first like audition, the one that you're talking about. What was the song? What made you choose it as well?
So I sang Alicia Keys' No One. What made me sing it? I don't actually know. Do you know? Because I can't remember.
No.
Because remember, I used
You
to like
definitely
Natasha
had like look,
Bedingfield.
oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you
these
used to-
words of
these
yeah,
words.
you remember these words of my own.
Yep.
Yeah, that
you
used to be my
you used to
song.
love her so
Yeah,
much.
I did.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely one of the songs that you just wanted. But I think, you know, with Alicia Keys with No One, it really like showed like a range.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
With
Yeah.
with your voice and the little dance. Do you remember
Yeah.
the dance?
People keep talking. Oh my gosh. And I'm like this. Everyone always talks about my little dance and my hips going left and right. And
Yeah. So when you think about it now, what do you think? Like, how does it make you feel?
you know what? I don't think I've ever spoken about it like this with anyone before. So now thinking about
Aw.
it, it's so wholesome.
Aw.
Yeah, like
I mean, I have deeper insight, literally.
I
Like,
think
I
that's
have deeper.
why.
Maybe that's why.
I do think so, yeah.
so yeah.
You're bringing out different feeling. Every time I talk about it, it's always like, yeah. But with you, it's like, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, it feels wholesome. It
Okay.
feels warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's keep that wholesome thought, right? How you felt when you were 10. Now you are a lovely young woman. How did being on Britain's Got Talent impact the person you are now?
I'm not gonna lie, it impacted it heavily.
Mm-hmm.
And it's played a massive role in where I'm at. I feel like, I mean, the talent's always been there. However, me going on Britain's Got Talent, it made my name a lot more known. And then because of obviously the views and everyone, like a lot of people know who I am because of it. So it's like people match the name and the face to who I am now, and it just brings people back. And it makes people be like, oh, wow, I wonder what she's up to now. And they're always trying to see what I'm up to. And some people that have known me since I was a kid, they'll be like, oh, wow, you're still singing. I love that you're still going. It's played a massive part, even to the point where Whenever I've done like videos of me then, me now, they always go viral.
They do.
Literally.
Even Shade
Borough,
even Shade
yeah.
Borough posted you.
They did. They posted me. They said me then and then me now with my
Yeah.
music video like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Who is your musical inspiration in the family? Because, like, how did growing up in our family, because it could just be that, listen, it could literally just be that it's a gift and a talent that God just gave you. I have some type of theories. Okay. But first, let's see what she says. But how did growing up in our family influence your musical journey, do you think? Or just your decision to decide to sing?
I play piano, as you know, and I sing and I songwrite, as you know. And like, you went to America when I was like, what, 11 or something. And you came back with all these piano skills. And I was like, wait, what? How? Excuse? I was like, Mom, I want to know how to play piano. And I literally remember telling Mom, like, buy a keyboard. Buy a keyboard. Because Michelle knows how to play piano. Buy a keyboard. And she bought a keyboard and you taught me how to play that song. Literally.
Yeah.
And it's mad because I'm always showing, like, sometimes I like help kids with music in schools. So whenever I'm like working with kids doing music and like playing piano, I was like, oh, my sister showed me the song when I was 10. And I teach them that song. And it's like, it feels like a generational thing being passed down. So when I have kids, I'm also going to pass it down to my children and say, my sister went to America, your auntie went to America and brought this song. So you must learn this song.
Oh my God.
Literally.
I did not expect that to be the answer.
If it
Because
wasn't
I always
for you,
forget that. I don't know why.
Nah, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be playing keys. I swear down. You literally went to America, you brought these piano skills and you introduced it to my life.
Yeah, it was such a great time actually for me because just to give people a little bit of like a background, I went and I did Camp America. And I stayed with a host family, which is something that I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. Because like I was like 18 or something. And I'm like, I really do not want to do that because I was a little bit scared. And I thought, hey, I've never been like, and it's a strange family. And the parents, the whole family, amazing people. And the mom taught me piano, right? And then, so they had like a regular piano. And then I made like lots of friends. And one of my friends she used to be with a family, like this real wealthy Black family. Shout out to that family as well. I became like one of their kids as well. And then they had a grand piano.
I remember.
So like I used to like play, and I remember my host family and my friend's host family coming to me and be like you're really good. And I never believed them. But then when I came back, I taught you. I kind of lost it, actually, if you ask me. I've lost it, but she hasn't, which I think is amazing. But my theory was going to be,
Wait,
but then
wait,
you're
are you gonna
younger.
Talk about singing, or are you going to talk about
Singing?
Okay, singing, because I didn't say my singing one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah,
I said the piano one.
True.
So the singing one, Mom used to sing in the choir.
Okay,
and she always used to go around singing in the choir all the time. She used to be in Muyawa's gospel choir. Yeah, and she used to take me and then they'll get me to sing. And I used to do solos. Even at KICC, I remember when I sang at KICC and they always played my song when I did Shackles. I led Shackles, and they play at IGOC all the time. And like I remember being a kid and everyone would be like, Natalie, it's you. And I'd be like, oh, it's me. And like mom like taking me to choir all the time, like it installed the passion in me. You teaching me piano. And then I used to songwrite from when I was young. Like, do you remember when I wrote that song when we were on the plane coming to you when you was in Baltimore? We came to visit you and I wrote a song called I've been Zimbabwe, Italy, France, Spain, America, Egypt, Scotland, and Wales. I made all the countries I've been to as a song. And then I think now I added on a lyric that now I'm going to America.
Yeah.
And like that, I feel like even before then, that's when I started songwriting, but it all started around that time.
I think it was just like a really innate thing for you. It's like God-given because you used to create the weirdest songs about everything. Okay, so if me and you were to create a song, what would it be about?
Having being sisters that have each other's back at all times, that like we like ride or die. But then also sometimes we face each other
Girl.
and and then we'll be like, oh no, I got you, I
Yeah.
got you. And we're always there for each other. Always. So just like being sisters that even through the down times, we're always like getting through things together, always supporting each other. They were my best friend, my rider, my everything, my prayer partner, and that life wouldn't be the same without you. Just so much, so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. So we'll take that, which is really pretty. Like, I really love that. Thank you. So now let's talk a little bit more about you as an artist and managing your brand. How do you balance being an artist and also managing yourself as a brand?
So it is, you know what, it's okay. Because one thing that I actually do keep secret is I'm also a music teacher.
Ooh.
And like I get really shy about it and I don't like telling people.
But why though?
I don't know. I feel shy about it because like it's my way of trying to like give back and glorify God and like help young people, because I feel like this generation is really messed up. I'll just be honest. It's my personal opinion. So nobody cancel me. It's my own personal opinion. And I feel like the younger generation, what they're coming into, the way that my generation have left it, I'm worried for our children's children. So I really want to be able to be involved with the young people as much as I can. Music is an easy way to like influence the young ones, but then being there physically is also another way to help. So yeah, like balancing it is tough because I do get lots of bookings and some of them are abroad. And then on top of that, I'm a content creator on TikTok. So like I'm constantly having to make content, editing my own content in the studio, making music as well, doing shows, and then I've previously lost my voice quite a few times, and then having to be booked in the studio like literally the next day and then struggling to get a song out. I've had a session where I've been there for 6 hours and literally not recorded anything and just felt like crap and left the studio, dropped my producer home and I was crying.
Oh.
Like, it was so bad because my voice had literally gone and I couldn't sing. And all of us were confused, like, what happened to your voice? It's been tough, but the Lord is my strength. Like, I constantly just try and seek God and I stay in the secret place. I read my Bible, I pray, I fast, and I just continue to delve in the spirit. And the more I do that, I get peace and I get joy. And it just recharges me because it can be very draining. Just doing so much and like constantly having meetings with my team. It's a lot. We shot my music video for Blessings and then released it. Now we're moving on to the next because Blessings came out all the way in July last year, 2024. So now it's like, okay, 2025, we need to be doing, well, we've got loads of songs lined up. So yeah, it's a lot, but the Lord is my strength.
We love that. So then that leads me to what is next for you musically. All right, I just have to interrupt the podcast for this exciting opportunity: home ownership. If you're dreaming of owning a modern, secure home in Zimbabwe, listen up. This is for you. Velda Estates is making that dream into a reality with Spitzkop Gardens, a brand new gated community to the west of Harare. They've got stands available right now, and the best part, you get to build your home from a selection of sleek, modern designs. So whether you're planning your first home or looking for a smart investment, this is the place to be. So don't wait. These stands won't last forever. Hit up Velda Estates on Facebook, Instagram, their website, or you can even call them. All the details are on the screen. So get started on building the future you deserve. Now back to the show.
So I'm releasing my new single. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm stuck between a song that I produced, I made the beat for, called Hot. And it's about being on fire for Christ. And then I have another one, which I did with my team, called Got It Like That. And it's a whole vibe. Michelle really likes that one. Got it like that. Hey. I was trying to see if you knew the lyrics.
I know the hooks.
Yeah.
But like legit, like I love that song. If you were to ask me which one you should release, I would say that one. But, you know, people don't know it, you know. So unless you want to give the With Nyasha Michelle podcast a little sneak 15-second clip of that one and then 15-second clip of this one.
I'm going to play you guys a little sneaky peeky of Hot. Hot is the one that I produce. It's not mixed and mastered yet. It's currently being mixed and mastered because I think I'm gonna release it first.
Okay.
And then we'll do release Got It Like That after.
Okay.
So this is the one that I produced.
You know that my temperature hot. They can't keep up. I can see them burning up. Rain, spirit, rain.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
Well,
then-
now you guys have heard that one. Now, quickly gonna play the one that I feel is my favorite. Okay, start.
So this one is Got It Like That, which
Mhm.
we might release, we probably release after Hot. Very long intro.
I was about to say, take it to the.
It's-
Oh, okay.
You know that he got it like that. Flexing on them and he know they run it right back. You know that he got it like that. When he calling and they don't know how to act. You know that he got it like that. Then I'm in the sun, I'm feeling so attached. You know that he got it like that. You know that he got it like that.
Okay, listen. You guys can put it in the comments. Which song of Natalie's do you think is hotter? Is it the first one she played, Hot, or Got It Like That? Personally, I love Got It Like That. But it's fine. Let's keep it moving. Natalie, now you also have one more thing that's up your sleeve that's happening soon.
Yes.
Which is?
So I should be dropping my first ever gospel EP very soon. But hopefully by the grace of God by the end of the year.
Okay.
I want to release one more song after Got It Like That, but we're still trying to decide. And then my EP at the end of the year by the grace of God. So I'm really excited for that.
All right, that sounds so exciting. It's definitely something we're going to be looking forward to. But life and even music isn't always hunky-dory, in it. It isn't always roses and sunshine. So what's one of the biggest career challenges that you've ever had to have, that you've experienced, and how have you navigated it?
I mean, there's loads of different ones. There's so many different ones.
Let's pick maybe one that really caught you off guard. Maybe that listeners who are fresh or don't necessarily know a lot about the music industry will learn from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing that I face, which is frustrating, is things not always going exactly how I plan it to go. And that's very frustrating because it's like, especially when you've told people, like, for example, I've just said I've got 2 singles and an EP coming out. Do you know how many times I've said I'm got an EP coming out? Last year I said it. The year before that I said it. So many times I've said it, but things just don't always go to plan.
Okay.
And it's annoying because it's like, you know, when there's some people that you don't see that with, there's some people that you see that they have their own issues that we all see it. Everyone has their own different kind of issue that you see. And my one is my consistency. And I know that one actively. Something I'm actually trying to work on. And yeah, like, for example, Blessing's music video, that was supposed to have come out. We were even supposed to film that in October last year, 2024, October. And we ended up filming it January 2025.
Yeah, 2025.
And it was the most stressful video shoot plan I've ever had in my life. Never in my life. And it was my first ever gospel song. And it just felt like the devil was just like, let me ruin it, let me ruin it, ruin it. Every second.
Yeah.
But then it turned out to be for my good. That's why I love God, because all things work together for our good regardless. And it came out even better than I planned for it to go.
Yeah.
Because I was going to reenact the prodigal son in the female version.
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah.
That's true. I remember that.
Yeah. And like for some reason it just never happened. And it just changed and it was more like a fun video. And it actually came out looking better, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say like things don't always go to plan and never stress. Because at one point I was so stressed and then I just got over it and I was just like, you know what, I trust God. Because when you stress, you're showing God you don't trust him. So I just thought, you know what, Lord, if it's your will, it'll be done. So I'm just going to let you take the lead. And I just gave it to him. And I just had to just be like, you know what, is what it is. Yeah.
Okay. I think some people, especially those who know you and know your previous music, will be thinking about this. You used to be a non-gospel artist, and now you're a gospel artist. What changed?
Well, that one is a long story. A lot changed.
Nicely and quickly.
So long story short, I've always been a Christian. As you know, we were born in a Christian household with a Christian mother. We were born in the church, Bible believers, Jesus Christ followers. And obviously, I used to sing in the choir at church. I used to lead the choir at church. Remember when I used to lead the aunties at Christ Embassy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then when I went to uni, that's when I kind of started swaying away from doing Christian music. And I felt like that's when I started making music that was more like to do with fun. And then it started becoming, because I had a boyfriend at the time, it started becoming more about love. And then when I got signed to the label, because it was around that time, then they started telling me, okay, sell sex. And I just started getting more further and further and further away. And I still was a Christian. I still am a Christian, but I still was a Christian. I still prayed, still read my Bible. We would do fasting together. But it's just that now I wasn't producing the fruits of a Christian anymore. In terms of like my music, what I was writing about, the type of the type of music videos I'll be doing, the kind of dancing I'll be doing in my videos. It just wasn't giving Christian girl anymore. And those people who knew me personally knew Natalie. Like people in my uni used to see me walk around with a Bible.
Yeah.
I used to knock on the campus doors of people and be like, let's do Bible study.
The math wasn't mathing.
The math wasn't mathing.
Yeah.
It was a bit like, even my best friend used to be like, Natalie, like, you're a Christian. Like, what? It's not really making sense.
Yeah.
And even when I released my music video like that, when I signed to the label, Mum was like, oh, you're a Christian girl. Like, why are you doing this? And when I told the label, they were like, when you become bigger than Stefflon Don, or they would say like, do you think they'll always mention Stefflon Don, like, do you think Stefflon Don's mum was upset with her when she was shaking her bum? Stefflon Don bought her mum a house. So when you buy a mum a house, you won't be complaining. And I'll just be like, oh, okay, true. And that's why, like, I always say to my younger self, don't follow what people tell you. Follow what God tells you to. Yeah, the Lord is our shepherd. So anyway, what changed? When I now came back from uni and I started having a lot more alone time. I know it's weird because in uni I had alone time and I still spent time with God, but this alone time was different because Dad said to me, who are you? And I was like, I'm Natalie Okri, I'm a singer, songwriter, performer. He was like, no, that's what you do. Who are you? And I was like, and he was like, you don't even know who you are. And I was just like, I know who I am. And then he was like, go to your room. You need to lock yourself in the room, get a pen and paper, and you need to figure out who you are. And then I was like, whoa, okay, I need to do a deep dive. And then to be able to know who I was, I went to the source. I went to my creator. And I went to go and seek and see who God says I am. And God reminded me that he created me for a purpose. And that the talent he's given me is not to be used the way that I was using it.
Right, yeah.
And he showed me many different things about my attitude, my face, because I kept telling him to take out what is in me that is not of him. I mean, that's not of him. And I kept telling him to purify my heart, renew my mind. And he started showing me different aspects of myself regularly, and it was ugly. Like, it's things that other people won't really think is that deep. But to me, it was ugly because God was showing me what's righteous and what's not. And scripture even says that the scripture, you should use it to rebuke yourself, basically. Like, you should use it for rebuke. Use it as a mirror. Like, you can use it to be able to measure yourself up to. So I thought, okay, you know what? All right, this needs to change. And to the point where I used to go studio sessions, drink a bottle of Ray and Nephews to be able to make a good song.
Gosh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I just did not understand, man.
was
You
bad.
could drink straight from the bottle. Yeah.
It was
And actually,
bad.
I do have to say this because maybe, I don't know, it's just good to also clarify. And also, sis, I gotta also clarify that even I used to tell God, yo, Jesus, guys, I've been through it. Big sisters, let's all gather here. we will tell our siblings and give them the wisdom that the things we can see, and they will fight you. They will argue with you. But I think what the good thing is, to be honest, which I thank God for, is like you ended up getting there by yourself. But guys, I've got some scars from when this girl, she would be pissed off. She would never want to hear it. But hey, you get into a space now where you and God have gone through that journey. And to be honest, I'm happy. Either way, you got there. You know, it's your journey.
Yeah, I remember all the days you told me, why you dressed like a thought?
I never called you a thought!
You used to call me Thotiana. Oh,
that was probably
my
as a
days.
joke.
No, I know, but like
don't
when I
recall
look back
that.
to no, but I remember the days when you used to call me that. I looked at some of the pictures of what I used to wear, and it wasn't that deep. But when I look at how I am now,
But then let's just say this, yeah, and I think this is important to clarify. Everyone goes through different journeys, and it's not about like shaming someone or whatever. And also, at the end of the day, I'm also not your parent. I'm also growing up during those times. So like how to even relate to you and how to give you advice, etc. I might not necessarily have said it or done it in the right way. So I think that's important to also clarify. But also it's important to clarify that people have different journeys, and God gives grace. And if people are in a position where they don't feel the same way that you do, it's important for them to know that God loves them, and by God's grace, their hearts and their minds are open to Christ, and He's the one that changes their hearts. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's God who's the one who comes through and changes people's hearts and minds.
The main thing that made me change is now will change over my music is when I was in church, I was leading praise and worship. I just finished, I came off, and it was the end of the service happened. And my new song with Rams and Sneak Bow just came out. And it goes, bad girls chilling with the gangsters, yeah, say you want to roll with me.
Yeah.
Say you want to F up the place nonstop. And we say the F word in the song. And these little girls, like a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old came up to me and started, like, oh, Natalie, we love your new song. And they started singing the song in the church. And they said the swear word and put their middle fingers up. In church.
Wow.
And I had to say to them, shh, shh, no, don't say that. Imagine my own song. For me to have said shush, God was like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to show you more. And I said, hey, what else? Then it went viral on TikTok of me singing the song, and then me obviously saying, yeah, that was me when I was 10 years old. No, I'm the same girl that was on Britain's Got Talent, and that's me now. Because someone did like a before and after. And then God was like to me, oh, look how many views that has. And it has 2.2 million views. And then I was like, yeah. And God was like, imagine those people standing in front of you right now. And I imagined it, and I was like, whoa, okay, that's a lot of people. And he said, okay, think of the kind of music that you're doing. What seeds are you planting in their hearts? They're going to go away with that, and that's going to manifest in them. And that's all because of you. And I was just like, whoa. And that's when God made me realize that the door to your spirit through your eyes and your ears. And whatever you're saying to people, whatever they're chanting, because music is a chant. What you're singing, that's chanting. And the power of your tongue is so powerful. And when you're using your tongue to chant things that are meaningless, that are just useless, the Bible says that we should focus on things that are pure, that are righteous, that are clean, that are holy, that are good. And that music wasn't good. It wasn't righteous. It wasn't pure. It wasn't clean. It wasn't holy. So then that's when it really opened my eyes, and I was like, raw, like, life is spiritual. It's not what it seems. So what we're saying, it needs to be things that uplift, encourage, and plant the right seeds. So that's why, like, that's like the long story short of why I've, long story short, of why I've transitioned, yeah.
Okay. So you are an independent artist. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Ooh. The biggest lesson that I've learned, I feel like I'm still learning. I literally, like, I've been an artist for 16 years now. Serious artist, I'd say 10 years now. And I still feel like I'm still learning. But one thing I've noticed and learned is that the industry changes. Not the industry, but Yeah, the music industry changes and evolves.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hoi.
It's okay. Carry on.
English. The music industry evolves a lot.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, when I was 16, you could blow in a different kind of way than how you blow now.
Yeah.
Like things evolve. Like back in the day, it was all about CDs, getting your CD out, and YouTube was the main platform. And now things have changed to the point where that we now have TikTok, we now have Spotify, because Spotify wasn't a thing. It was all about YouTube and then Apple Music. Those were the main things. And like even we used to download music from YouTube, from Tubidi. I used to use Tubidi to download songs, or Bluetooth. We used to use Bluetooth to get songs off of people.
Yeah.
Yes, like the music industry changes, and like as an artist, you really have to get with it. Like I remember when
You have
TikTok,
to keep evolving.
you have to keep evolving. Like when TikTok came out, no one was really on it. It was more about, what's that one that everyone used to do dances on? I can't remember what it's called, but people used to dance on
Doesn't
it.
matter.
And like, there's always new things that come and you have to hop on it. I remember when I started TikTok, it used to confuse me, but now I've got like 83,000 followers on it. I'm earning money on it. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I've got the hang of it. And I had to teach myself.
Yeah.
And like the thing about being an artist, you constantly have to be evolving with the times. You have to keep up.
Yeah.
And if you don't keep up, people will forget about you. And if you're not consistent as well, people forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Now, Miss Artist, who's also my sister, I want to ask you something, yeah? What is one thing about me that people don't know?
You hate shopping.
Oh, Lord.
She hates shopping. She
Thank you. It's
I
finally
shop
someone who collaborates.
for her.
Corroborates.
I'm basically her personal shopper. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't like shopping. She finds it too messy and she's too bougie for it. She's one of them people that when you go to Harrods, she'll sit there and have a personal shopper that will literally do all the shopping for her. Like, that's her.
Wow.
Like,
I've never said all this, by the way.
no, like, I've just experienced it because it'll be me that will do the slave work. I don't mind.
Slave work?
Don't pay me.
No,
It's
no,
okay.
not
She's
even
my
slave
sister,
work.
so
You
I like it.
shopping.
I love shopping. I love shopping. And because I love shopping so much, it's not slave work. It's so fun. So, like, to the point where even if she wants to wear something and she can't bother to go shopping, she'll come to my wardrobe and she'll take, and we swap clothes all the time. That's what sisters are for, right?
And actually, that leads me to why I am wearing this. Guys, thank you, because I'd forgotten to say this. So, I was like to my sister, you know, like, you're going to be the first guest, blah, 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 dress nice, da, da, da. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to wear the orange outfit. And she was like, the orange outfit. Firstly,
Let me get the picture
I
up.
have worn the orange outfit before. I had this made, okay, because I had to do like an actual serious event. I was hosting a festival. And then I had this outfit made. And then my sister was like, ooh, that looks good. Can I borrow it? She borrowed it. And then she had a whole photo shoot for that, with that as well. Okay, look at that. Looking cute. Oh, wow, you look nice. Thank you. You know? And then I was like, I'm going to wear it for today's episode. And it's kind of like but why would you wear that? Especially on socials, you can never wear something like more than once in it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to choose to wear it because it's kind of like a nod to our relationship as sisters, you know? You know, we support each other. We wear each other's clothes, you know. We fight a little bit, but we love each other more than ever. So that also helps me go to the next part, which is how would you say we support each other behind the scenes?
I feel like, so musically, with you supporting me, I'll say how you support me first. Whenever I have a song, I always come to you, I play it to you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I remember.
We get in the car. I'm going to play my music.
Yeah.
I'm going to play my music.
Yeah, in
that's
fact, if we
true.
go back to before I started making Christian music, I remember when I was making music that was just stupid. And Michelle would be like, oh, yeah, this is nice, but I don't like what you're talking about. Like, you need to talk about things with more substance. You need to tell your story. Like, she'll give me things and I'll be like, no, but, like, because I'll be so passionate.
Yeah.
And, like, I just didn't get it. Like, obviously I wanted to tell my story and stuff, but I feel like I was quite stuck in, like, I was so,
Yeah.
you know? And now, like, I see. I think because I was young. But now I see, and like when I play her my music now, she's like, oh my gosh, I love this. And I'm seeing a whole different, like my previous songs, she'll say, yeah, she likes it. But now I've started making music that is music of light. I think that music was probably, the music I was making was darkness, probably. I don't know. But I mean, God's definitely highlighted the difference. But like I'd say, the music I'm making now, my sister will be vibing, singing, dancing. And like I'm getting so much more like, of what I've always wanted from my sister. And I feel like it's because of how I've evolved and how much God has worked on me. And God is allowing the good fruits to produce. And that's what she wanted to see. So, yeah, like I feel like that's how you support me a lot. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
And the way that I support you, or do you say that?
Yeah, you tell me.
Okay, so the way I support you...
maybe it should be me, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe it should be me who says how you support. It's so difficult to figure out one thing, I would say. It's very difficult.
Why is it difficult?
Because there's a lot.
Oh.
There's so many ways, that you are like super supportive, especially as a younger sister. I think the older you got, the more mature you became, the more you also were able to be that like help and support. And I think that's so incredible when it comes to siblings. Like I love families and stuff. So I think like that's super cool when you can all like support each other. So let me think. Gosh, how?
Talk about a theme song.
This girl. What did you say?
Theme song.
Okay, so I think we're 100% going to use it. So because we haven't finalized it. But the theme song you hear every single time you start watching this podcast was made by her. Okay? Bing! Also, yours truly, the Nyasha Michelle, used to have a show called Living Boldly. Theme song was by yours truly. But that's not how I was gonna say. Like you support. Like, and then, to be honest, I feel like that's like that's a given. I knew you were not gonna turn around and say no. But like I would say that the way that you support me is whenever I need anything, yeah. Like you will, even if you know that it's gonna put you out of your schedule, you'll be like, okay, you will drive and you will go and do and get it. You will go and you will buy things for me. You go out of your way a lot, which I think is like super amazing. Sometimes you are even more flexible than me, of like accommodate in certain situations. Me, I can be kind of like a hard knock sister, guys. Give me some grace.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say you definitely do that so well, and it's just super incredible.
It's all love. That's what younger siblings are for, right?
That's what we're all for. And that's what this program is hopefully going to be about, also highlighting love and fun and all of that jazz. This is a part of the podcast called Pass the Mic, where one guest leaves a question for another. Now, full transparency, guys, okay? We filmed this season sporadically, which means that you may not get the questions answered in chronological order. However, rest assured, all of the questions will be answered. Now, Natalie Okri, the question that I have for you is from basketball Olympian Azania Stewart. And her question to you is, what advice would your younger self give you now?
So my younger self would tell me, make sure that you do everything that you want to do. Everything you dream to do, make sure you do it. Don't go to the grave without doing and fulfilling every single thing that you want to achieve. Jeez. I think that's what my younger self would say.
Jeez. Yeah. Can we just take a moment?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't go to the grave without doing everything that you want to do. I love that. Now, you get to pass the mic. So what is a question you want to leave for another guest?
The question I would like to leave for another guest is, do you believe in God and Jesus Christ, and why?
Okay. We will see. So, as someone with natural hair, I know all about the joys and sometimes the struggles of not only achieving but maintaining healthy hair. That's why I started using Bella Vista. These products have been so healthy and nourishing for my hair that I'm more confident wearing less wigs and more of my hair out and natural styles like these braids. Bella Vista isn't just another beauty brand. It's a movement, honey. Their all-natural products are designed to tackle hair loss, alopecia, and dryness whilst keeping your hair thriving. I've got 4 of their products right here, and trust me, they deliver. Plus, they don't just do products for hair, also for your skin. But let's talk firstly about this extreme hair growth. It will have you saying goodbye to balding, graying, and dandruff. This powerhouse nourishes from root to tip. And I live by Jamaican castor oil all day, every day. It's great for thickening your hair and strengthening those roots. But also, you know me, honey. I'm all about luxury. This Caviar Luxury Hair Growth and Shampoo will also nourish your scalp, leave your hair moisturized, and best of all, strengthen your hair. If you're ready for real results, check out Bella Vista today, because good hair days should be every day. Now let's get back to the show. This is a segment called Trending, and just to tell you what it's all about, I get to talk to my guests about trends within their industries and get their thoughts on it. So Natalie, summer is coming, festivals are all over the place, announcements, lineups. So what is your dream festival lineup?
Ooh, I just got booked to perform at Liverpool Gospel Festival as well. So
Okay.
yes, exciting. Okay, so when you say my dream lineup, is it if it's my festival that I'm hosting, or like
You're complicating it. You want to be part of the festival, you want to attend it. What's your
okay?
Yeah.
Ooh, so festival obviously is like meant to be a vibe, but
Yeah.
I love CeCe Winans.
Okay.
Her music is not like this.
Yeah, it's not.
But I love her, so I would really want her on there just so I could worship.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be like this. I want to be like, oh, goodness, oh God. Then I'm like, yeah, glory be to the. So I would definitely want Kirk Franklin.
Oh yeah, he's gonna stomp the ground
he gonna
down.
stomp the ground. Yeah, but not with Glorilla though, please. Sorry. And Anatoria, my good friend.
Oh yeah, she's so talented.
Yeah, I've been friends with her years, and I've just seen her grow, and I'm just
Yeah.
like so proud of her.
One last person.
Oh, why?
Okay,
No.
fine. Two.
Limbo Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got some bangers. Limbo Blaze, Kirk Franklin.
Limo Blaze, no? Or is it Limbo Blaze? If you're a big fan, get to know how to say his name. I swear it's Limo
It's
Blaze.
Limbo Blaze.
Limbo? There's no
Limbo.
B in his name except for the
Really?
Blaze, bruh.
Ay, Chineke, okay.
Okay, go ahead. And then who else? Okay, I know who's right. Okay, because I just had to look it up to fact check. Put in the comment section, how do you spell this artist's name? Is it Limo Blaze or...
Limbo Blaze.
Why are you laughing? Because even
No.
it sounds ridiculous, ne?
Now
But
it
carry on.
does.
It might be somebody's name.
Oh
You
my God,
never
I feel
know.
bad because me and him became friends. We follow each other on social media. So if he sees this, please don't hate me. I still want to do a song with you. This is embarrassing. All right, cool. So Limo Blaze, Kirk Franklin, Anatoria. Ooh. Ooh.
They can't be that.
Nathaniel Bassey.
Okay.
Who's the one that does that praise and worship? Like I want that African, like that proper.
I mean,
like,
Nathaniel Bassey, but also there's Dunsin Oyenkin. I don't know how to say his name.
that guy too.
He is, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
all
And
of
then
that.
one final person, please.
One final person. I would only want Mary Mary for 2 songs. I love Mary Mary, but
Which
only for 2
songs?
songs. I'm walking, and take the shackles off my feet
Oh, yeah.
so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
But so let's
That's it.
no, only for 2 songs. And then
Uh-uh.
one more person I'll say is
Your festival's running over because you're having too many artists. But okay, go ahead.
all
30
right.
seconds.
All right, let's throw some Tiwa Savage in there. She's a
Tiwa.
Christian. She's a Christian.
Tiwa.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
Tiwa.
So, if you could collaborate with a trending artist, who would it be and why?
So an artist that I would absolutely love to collaborate with, like literally, and I don't know how I could ever forget her. Never in my life could I ever. Grew up listening to her, CeCe Winans. All day, every day. I would love to collaborate with her because she is just like, firstly, her voice is anointed. She is powerful. She's even a pastor. Did you know she's a pastor?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
I'm
how
not
much I follow
surprised.
her. Like she's a pastor. She's on her own podcast. She has a show with TBN, and she's just so inspiring. She's a woman of wisdom. Like I feel like I can learn so much. Well, I've already learned so much from her, and she's so beautiful inside and out, and she knows how to articulate herself well. She's someone I would love to like follow in her footsteps, and obviously Jesus first, but then as a
Yeah, I understand.
and just her lyrical abilities are just amazing.
If there's one thing you could change about the music industry, what would it be?
Wow. Well, funny enough, I wrote about this in my university paper.
Really?
Yes, I did. And I got a B plus.
Hey, why not A now?
Maybe
No, I'm joking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Black people, Africans. So what I would change if I had full control is women not over sexualizing themselves. Because if we were living on an earth with just women alone, let's just be real, would we be doing the most like that? Would we? I don't think so. Do you think we would?
I don't think so. I think you can't necessarily say that it's only men who control, but I do understand what you mean. Do you think
Like
that a
women
lot
for
of what
themselves.
women are made to do, over-sexualize themselves in the music industry, is because of the male gaze?
I feel like some women just feel powerful when they do it, and it makes them feel like
They feel empowered. Quite a lot
Yeah.
of women say they feel empowered.
yeah, they feel empowered. And I feel like there's other ways we can feel empowered because we want to inspire the younger generation. And do we want our children doing that? Like there's a certain artist, I'm not going to say names, that hid their music video from allowing their child to see it because they didn't want their child to see that because they said it's for adults. But what if your child grows up and does that? Are you going to be proud? Maybe they will. But me personally, I wouldn't.
Okay.
So, yeah, everyone, each to their own. We don't judge. But, like, that's one thing I would change. But obviously, like, we can still be sexy, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about, like, over-sexualizing.
Gotcha.
Like, being hot, like, basically naked.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Just to be more specific. Like, we can be sexy, but just the whole showing everything and just covering the little bits. Like,
Okay, cool. So I get it. That's something that you would change. But you mentioned earlier about one of the artists that you would have in your festival lineup, Kirk Franklin, but you wouldn't necessarily have him with Glorilla because he did a collaboration with her. So there is an increasing trend of gospel artists collaborating with secular artists. What's your thoughts on that?
so I have a mixed view because there's certain artists that are considered secular who I probably would work with. People like Stormzy, who at the Mobos, can we talk about it?
Go
I'm
ahead.
so proud of him. I love Stormzy so much. He literally said a Psalms, I don't remember what scripture it was, but he said a Psalm scripture at the Mobo Awards when he won his Mobo. He wanted to make sure that everybody knows what God he serves. Not like how other artists say, I just want to thank God. I have a lot of friends that say, oh, I love God, but they do witchcraft as well. So I don't know what God they serve. Well, they're not my friends, they're just associates. But then he was like, I want to thank God, the God of Abraham, Jesus Christ. Yes, that's the God I serve. And I was like, yes, Daddy. I love Stormzy for that. So someone like Stormzy, I'll definitely like collaborate with, even though he's considered a secular artist and he doesn't necessarily make gospel music, but he's made a few. So someone like him, yeah. Someone like Tiwa Savage, who's also a Christian, and she professes that on her social media. But someone like Glorilla, like, again, we don't judge but like
That
it's
is
the
something I was
fruits.
gonna say.
Yeah, we don't judge, but it's just the fruits. I like to work with people that produce fruits.
Okay.
And I feel like if it's tasteful, like someone like Thames, she may not necessarily do Christian music, but she's more tasteful with the way that she does things. Like she may show body, but she don't expose her parts. And she doesn't talk about explicit things. Whereas Glorilla, obviously, we love you, Glow. We love you so much. But the language is a bit explicit. And the Bible says, out of the same mouth we bless and we pray to God. And in the same mouth we're cursing. And it's like, what's coming out? Like whatever comes out is what shows what's in the heart. And it's always about the heart posture. And like I want to work with people that in my opinion, I want to work with people who their heart posture is in the right place and whatever's coming out is life, you know? So I was in that place before when I was talking about crazy things. And obviously I'm here now and everyone's on a journey. She may have her personal relationship with God, which is good. She may be spending time in prayer and reading her Bible, which is good. But now it's just about producing fruits. And in good time, she will, by the grace of God. So, yeah.
Okay, look at you, madame.
I hope I don't get cancelled.
Well, I think one thing that I said even earlier is the fact that everyone, and you just said it as well, everyone is all in the different journey, but also different people believe different things. As long as in what you believe in, if you share it in a way that also honors who, for me as a Christian, definitely, like you can share your faith in a way that honors God, not necessarily by like trampling on other people. But hey, maybe for Kirk Franklin, he thought that was the right person for him to collaborate with. We don't know. Now, my last question for you is about financial and creative control. As an artist, it's very, very important for you guys to maintain control of that, is it not?
Yes, it is. I actually have something else I wanted to add onto what I said about the artist thing change.
Yeah.
Like, one more thing is that I think it might be a good thing that Kirk Franklin worked with her because maybe he's trying to plant seeds to be able for her to basically change and to maybe start making gospel music or to start producing fruits. Maybe that's what his intention was. But it just becomes a bit confusing. It's just kind of confusing. That's the only thing, that it's quite confusing. So, and we don't want to be confused. That's the only thing I would say. So it just, lots of people are like, oh, why would he do that? Why is he working with it? Because it's like, oh, has he gone worldly now? So it's very confusing because in the Bible it says darkness and light can't mix. So when you see, like, I'm not saying Glorilla's darkness, by the way, Glorilla, I'm not saying your darkness, please, or don't cancel me. Or, I'm not saying your darkness, but it's just like we wouldn't play your music in the church. Just like how my song that the kids were singing, I was telling them, shush, 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 don't sing that song because I wouldn't play it in the church. So it's like if you can play it in the house of the Lord in front of God, then you know it's good and you know that it's light. So if he was doing that in a form of planting seeds, then that's good. But we could do it in a different kind of way.
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting conversation that a lot of people have had over a long time, like over different years. Like as a Christian artist, if you want to have influence over people who are not Christian, do you have to then collaborate with someone who is not a Christian or who doesn't do Christian music? Some people say yes and some people say no. But we are running out of time, so we won't be able to carry on and, discuss it further. But I would be interested to find out if you have any thoughts on it, whether you're a Christian or not. What do you think about that? That also leads me to my last question, my darling sister. You're an artist and, you've had to navigate having control over your creative image, and also your financial, assets as an artist. Why is that so important for an artist?
So it's very important, especially if you're not signed to a label. Because when I signed to a label, they used to pay for everything. I didn't work. I lived with my parents as well. As you know, you left us, you moved out.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
But so obviously lived with mom and dad, and it was easier because I didn't have to pay rent. I didn't have to pay for food. Life was good. All I had to do was go to studio, make music, and my manager would just pay for our food. And it was okay. And like I would earn money like here and there, just by doing writing songs for people, doing vocals for people. Instagram paid me every month for going live, and I used to go live singing on this app called Bigo.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I would earn some money from that, and I was good. But then now I've left the label, so I'm now having to fund everything for myself. And money doesn't grow on trees. Obviously, there's bank of dad, but then at the same time, there's bank of go and earn money from other ways.
Yeah.
So like, as I was saying, like when I help kids and teach some of the music in different schools, that pays. Obviously, TikTok pays. Doing collaborations pays. There's loads of different ways to make money. Streams from music performances. I'm constantly doing shows. That also brings in different forms of income, and all of that goes back into investing into the music. And it to see that money come back, it's not like an overnight thing. I think a lot of people always think it's instant, unless you're doing live shows or like brand deals and stuff, or brand partnerships. Like, you're not gonna see the money coming through the streams fast unless you're getting like millions of streams. And obviously, I am not getting millions of streams yet. Soon, I will be getting millions of streams by the grace of God. But yeah, like, I'm not getting millions yet. So for me, it's like, yeah, I'm earning decent amount from my streams, which I'm not complaining. Like, I've actually been earning some decent amounts. But like streams, they only pay you like, Spotify pays you for one stream 0.00 pence.
Wow. For one stream?
0.005 pence for one stream. Yeah, and bear in mind, right now, Blessings is on 30,000 streams.
Okay.
So
I'm making some coins.
Yeah, but that's just Blessings. I've got other songs anyway, loads of other songs that I've released, but then now I've taken them all down. But loads of other songs I've released, I've done collaborations with loads of artists that have gotten thousands of streams and stuff, which is good. But that's not the only money you depend on. But when you're getting millions, billions, like someone like Drake who gets billions of streams, he's eating good.
He's making money.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. What an interesting conversation that has expanded from childhood to sisterhood to, you know, you as an artist. It's been such a cool conversation. What's been your favorite bit about being on my podcast?
Everything. Memory lane.
Good.
Going
You
through
answered
memory
well.
lane,
You
yeah.
answered well. Natalie Okri, thank you, darling, for coming on my show.
Thanks
but
for
before
having me.
you go, I want you to tell your fans where they can find you.
Hey guys, it's your girl Natalie Okri here, and you can find me on all social media platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. I am there as Natalie Okri _. That's NATALIE OKRI _. That's NATALIE OKRI _.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that you have a song for that.
Of course.
Like I said, my little sister, guys, the songstress makes a song about everything. Thank you so much for watching the very first episode of With Nyasha Michelle. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, like, subscribe, share. Keep on coming, because there's going to be more and more content coming. And also, if there is an artist or a person, an inspiring individual that you would love for me to talk to, put their names in the comments. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.